Okay. Hello, everybody. We might as well just go ahead and get started now. Because why not? I should also, like, actually have my chat on my tablet. You know, that thing I always do? Controller. So, fun fact, the PSTV sometimes just doesn't automatically turn off your controller. So I have to, like, sit here and charge it. That's fun. More cords in front of me. Pretty fantastic. So, let's go. It's time for Super Animu High School Courtroom. Oh, come on, microphone stand. Are you gonna do this again today? Stay. Okay. So, hopefully hopefully the game doesn't come through my microphone. It shouldn't. The spring's going? No, it's just, like, not weighed down by anything, so sometimes it'll just try to fall over and won't, like, actually stay on all of its feet. On to Chapter 5, or, well, where we were in Chapter 5. Turn this up. So, do I have something to do, or do I have free time? Oh, okay, so, dining hall. Yeah, poor Sakura. That shit was sad.
What?
You're 1 minute late. How do you explain this?
What's your problem?
You really think a tired excuse like that is gonna work?
Huh?
You allowed to talk again? I don't recall giving you oh god. It's, I mean, since a day had passed, it may be reset. Please don't hate me. Whatever my punishment is, I'll accept it. Hey, Rosa. Hey, Green Power. I'll hang a sign from my neck that says, "Bad girl, I'll clean your bathroom with my toothbrush." If you stop making disgusting comments like that, maybe I can forgive you. Okay. If I do, you can stuff my mouth full of trash. As long as it's you and no one else, I don't mind. Come early finally since it's Sunday. Yeah, I figured on Sunday people would be able to be around a little more. No use! She's disgusting to the bone.
So,
Where's Kyoko? I haven't seen her this morning. This is worse than being late for lunch, for a date, for your wedding, or anything. Maybe she's mad about what happened yesterday and she's not going to show up anymore. I can't tell the others why Kyoko might not be here. The best thing to do right now is just keep quiet.
Very strange.
Whatever her reason, I'm curious to know what she is doing. I know she's not in her room,
You know?
so... Hey, you still have your key. Still have her key.
What's this?
Are you looking for Miss Kirigiri?
Hey! Hey!
You're wondering where Miss Kirigiri is, right?
Ooh.
Huh?
I feel like that's a bit loud now.
What?
It's because he doesn't know. That's why he's here, to try and prod us for information. Hey, don't you hate it when you ask someone what their favorite movie is and they name some indie bullcrap?
This is very suspicious.
I feel like I'm getting whiplash the way he changes subjects like that.
Hey. Hey! Hey!
You're looking for Miss Kirigiri. Any idea where she might have gone? We have no idea.
What the heck?
And even if we did know, we wouldn't tell you.
What the heck?
We're serious. Well, fine, whatever. Not much has changed with these guys. Yep, everyone's still pretty much a dick. As soon as he was gone, we all glanced around at each other. So what was that just now? Does that mean Monokuma doesn't know where she is either? It would seem that way.
Know?
Where the heck could she have gone? Don't you think we should all go look for her? And how would you suggest we approach that task? Even Monokuma can't seem to locate
Very
her.
suspicious.
How can he not know where she is?
Yeah, totally.
Kyoko must have used that key to sneak into some unknown part of the school. But somewhere even Monokuma wouldn't notice? Where could it be? We spent the rest of breakfast talking about where Kyoko could have gone. Afterwards, we returned to our rooms. Breakfast didn't help me feel any more upbeat, that's for sure. I feel like this is more than just me staying up late last night. Well, free time. First things first, we gotta buy stuff. I already had one of those. So this is the coin, this is the buying stuff we always have to do. But I'm gonna use 5 coins at a time, so it won't be taking as long. Because we want to get as many gifts as possible, but at the same time, I don't want to be here forever. That is a terrifying radio. I'm getting a lot of the food items now. Lucky! The hell is that? What was that? Lucky again, okay. got a gun. Yeah, that was a golden gun. And we can one-shot people, like in the James Bond game. Good old GoldenEye. Almost done. Slappers only. That's how people really played the GoldenEye multiplayer. Fuck the guns. Just straight up slap people. And everybody picked Oddjob. Oh, okay, so no one's in the dorm. Alright, I figured someone would be there. How incorrect I was. Hey, Kennel. Proxies only. Yeah, proxy mines. I hate you all and want to prove it. That's pretty much what it was, yeah. Alright, let's, whose butt are we gonna try and touch? Is it Byakuya? Or is it Toko? I'll let you guys decide. Note, we do not have another thong to give to Byakuya. How'd I react to the last case? Man, that execution was the saddest thing I've seen for a long time. And that's really dumb that that's actually the case, because it was a laptop. Doko? No thong. No thong, guys. Doko it is.
What's your problem?
Aren't you such a good person showing me all this pity? Would you like to give Toko a present? Sure. More than just got caught, much more, yeah. Because Sakura committed suicide, Monokuma made an example by destroying alter ego for the execution. I wonder what she would like. Emperor's Thong, yeah, we don't have any. Like, we don't actually have any of them. We have no more thongs to give. Fountain pen. Sorry, I'm already engaged to Master, so I can't go on a date with you. If you're okay with that, I don't mind if you think about... What? I'm sorry, NJS! Genocider's the kinky one.
What's your problem?
Are you listening to me? Oh yeah, sorry, I'm listening. I just wanted to clear something up. I mean, I have to clear it up. But I said before, I don't want you to get the wrong idea, okay? About not having any love in real life. I don't want you thinking I don't have any experience at all. Whips can be whips can be sexual. Yeah. It's true, I'm not lying. I'll tell you about it if you really want to hear. I was in junior high and out of nowhere this guy from another class asked me out. Well, guess I'm hearing it anyway. He asked me to make plans for the date. I stayed up all night for 3 days planning it, and what I came up with was it was our first date, so I wanted to do something traditional. I wanted to go see something. When you're talking traditional date stuff, what do you think it was? A movie. It's pretty cool, right? You go watch it, and then afterward you talk about it all passionately. In other words, it's ideal first date material. Stayed up for 3 days, and that's what you came up with. Next, I had to decide what to go see. Since we were in junior high, we couldn't go see some kid's movie, right? I wanted something action-packed. I would definitely like that kind of thing. It would get you both pumped up. So we had to check out a Seijin Suzuki triple feature. Tokyo Drifter, Fighting Elegy, and Branded to Kill. Irresistible for any guy, right? You don't know who Seijin Suzuki is? He's world famous for his one-of-a-kind aesthetic, his unique blending of color. The killer's the main character, and he gets riled up by the smell of cooking rice. A murder masterpiece. I think there's probably not a lot of guys my age who would have any idea who he is. You're right, I learned that fact the hard way. He must have hated it because he disappeared right in the middle of the first movie. And after you'd put all that effort into planning everything out, that's awful. Well, it is what it is. Besides, I found out it was just a dare anyway. He lost a bet with his friends, so he had to go out on a date with me. And there it was, spending 3 days to come up with something for us to do. It's all your fault I had to remember that terrible trauma. Oh my god. Saw The Visit last night? How was it? You like humiliating me that much? Is that how you get your kicks? I've finally seen the real you. I can't be around you and your perverted fetish anymore. I'm leaving. What? What? What is this game? Like, I get it that these people are all really good at something, but it seems like Every single person is fucking awful at people. Like, they don't know how to talk to other people. They just don't. Hey, man, I fucking tried. I was like... She asked if I wanted to hear it, and I was like, no. And then she said it anyway. So, I tried. I tried not to make her remember. My body feels like lead, and now I'm getting chills. I think I might be getting sick. Golden rule of Danganronpa universe. Everyone is the ultimate at something other than being a normal person. Being great makes you a broken person. Yeah, and that's, I guess, where Makoto comes in. He's like, I guess, the ultimate normal person? He's the ultimate lucky student? Oh, everyone's in the dorm this time. Alright. Who are we talking to this time, guys? We've got Aoi. We've got... I see the future guy. And then we got Toko and Gakia. You know, he's 30% accurate. 30% of the time, he's right 100% of the time. Aoi? Alright. We'll go talk to Aoi. Part of why a lot of us like the universe, because as anime as it gets, you kind of get why they're broken. Yeah. A person's ability is measured by the power they display at the point where pressure is applied. That's a quote from the famous baseball player Kenji Jojima.
Yeah, totally.
I think what he means is that when you only really see how strong a person is when they're under pressure. Wonder how strong I can really be.
You got it! But...
Don't stare? Like, I legit gave you a swimsuit last time we talked to you. I don't actually have a swimsuit, just a shirt, and when it gets wet, it's kind of embarrassing. I wasn't embarrassed before, but now I kinda am. I wonder how come. Yeah, says the nudist. Yeah. The chick who apparently goes out on her back porch naked and rubs herself down with a towel every day. Like, that's not fucked up? But because you might see boobs through her shirt, she's all blushing. That's true. Maybe it was only the t-shirt. Maybe that's all she was wearing. Any other stuff that's not... It's nipples on her terms, that's right. Do I have any other swimming stuff? Probably wants donuts. Ultra stoked. He loves donuts. I've reached my limit.
Just a second.
I'm stuck in here, can't do any sports, can't do anything. I'm sick of it. I want to get out under the sun under the sun and do some laps. Run a marathon. I want to do some real sports.
What the heck?
I can't do anything in here. If I can't move around, I'm gonna die, like a bunny rabbit. I always heard rabbits die from loneliness.
That's terrible.
I'm gonna die if I can't get some proper physical activity.
What the heck?
Think I'm kidding, don't you? But I seriously can't sit still, you know? Why else would I have joined 6 sport teams in school?
That's right.
Track, basketball, softball, volleyball, tennis, and the big one, swimming. I got really good at going home. Don't even care what stroke it is. Just get me into knowing her. Breaststroke. Absolutely breaststroke. I don't even care what stroke it is. Just get me in a pool under the blue sky.
Well...
If I can't move, I'll just shrivel up and die. What the fuck is bouldering? Got really good at throwing rocks, guys. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it probably is what it is. Just rocking in a fetal position in the corner. I'm bouldering, Mom. I did it, Coach. More and more new stuff to try.
'Cause, I mean...
What I really love about sports isn't winning, you know? It's having to fight and struggle to give it all you've got to reach to the top. It's that excitement, that fear that you might suffer a heartbreaking loss.
But...
Pushing rocks up a hill? Yeah, I figured. It's just lonely. It's lonely at the top, you know? Never really got into sports, so I couldn't really relate to what she was talking about. But I could tell the reason Hina was so amazing was how hard she could fight and struggle. That's kind of creepy. I bet she fights and struggles a lot. That's why I want to push myself as hard as possible when it comes to swimming. I want to aim for the very highest mountaintop.
Okay.
Talking about the gold medal, of course. Aim for the gold, even if it means I'm a super gold spaz. What if that's what you want? Isn't that all more reason? If you have a goal, why are you standing around making excuses?
Just a second.
Maybe we're stuck in here right now with no way out, but if you really want to make an effort, shouldn't you try to see what you can do in here? That's a challenge. You just made an official challenge.
Yeah, totally.
But I think you're right. If I want to get that gold medal, I have to make every effort I can. Bouldering. Rock climbing without harnesses. Oh! Okay, see that's a lot. Why is that bouldering? Why not just call it rock climbing without harnesses? Or call it stupid. I want to become a genius of effort. I bet Ian Thorpe said something like that. I can't go around making excuses just because we're stuck in here. Alright, I think I'm gonna go do some push-ups in my room, like maybe around 1,000 or something. Almost before she was done talking, Hina took off like a bat out of hell. She recovered exactly as fast and strong as I would have expected. My skill points went up. I don't have any fucking skills! Give me skills! You're more into stoning? Totally into bouldering, bruh. Feel kinda dizzy. Can't help it, I need sleep. Nighttime wasn't for a while, but I felt like my body had reached its limit. As I dropped onto my bed, I felt like I was falling into a bottomless pit. I was unconscious before my head hit the pillow. That's not quite true. I didn't pass out completely. It was more like my consciousness went dim. I moved back and forth between sleep and wakefulness, which is all to say... I was restless. At some point, I found myself wandering through a strange dream. And within the dream, a voice echoed across the walls of my mind.
I understand.
That voice, it's so familiar.
I understand.
That's his voice. It's me.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
What am I trying to say?
This is all for hope. And that's why I have to stay. I have to stay here. My dream just now. What? So strange. Huh?
That was weird. Sin Cara's back.
Kyoko? What did you say?
That was very weird. I hate it when Mexican wrestlers try to murder me in my sleep. Isn't that just a pain? I mean... Happy days from the time you wake up, from the time you go to sleep. Wishing only for those unchanging, unending, happy days, days of boredom repeating forever and ever. No abnormalities as far as the eye can see. Life without the tiniest speck of abnormality.
If the world were like that, I'd consider that pretty damn abnormal.
That was the knife Toko found, but they gave it to Makoto. Makoto has it in his drawer. Unless someone stole it.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to get ready to greet another beautiful day.
Just when the game couldn't get any weirder, it gets weirder. Yeah, I know. It took longer than usual for me to open my eyes. I had a deep sigh to bring myself the rest of the way. The chills, the aches, the unfathomable lethargy, they all disappeared in the night. All that was left was me, drenched in sweat. It wasn't just because of whatever bug I'd caught either, it was also the dream I'd had. Was it really a dream? I was desperate to recall it. I scrambled to grab onto fragments of the dream and reel them from the depths of my memory. That's right, I remember last night. Came down with a fever and couldn't quite get to sleep. I didn't really understand, and then... all of a sudden, I was awake. There was a strange person standing next to my bed wearing a mask. And they were holding a knife. I want to say that I fought him off, but I don't actually remember. Felt like my mind had been detached from my body, burning up with fever. I was somewhere far away, watching my body move on its own, and because of that, I don't remember what really happened. But still, I feel like I resisted them desperately, feverishly. After that, things go black again. The next thing I remember... Yoko was there. But what would she have been doing in my room? Yeah, like, dude's got a fever. Yet... gotta keep on the sweater, man. How can I possibly find out either way? Check the drawer. shit. Knew it, I just had a feeling it wasn't a dream after all. It's anime clothes, you never take them off. Why would someone have wanted to attack me, and who was behind the mask? And why was Kyoko... What the hell's going on? I don't think I'm gonna figure it out on my own. Yeah, nice going, Makoto. You fucking lost the knife.
Hey, Makoto.
Sure as the sky is blue. Really have me worried. You know what happened to you last night?
I mean...
Right after nighttime hit, we went all to get you. We were hammering away at your doorbell, but you never answered. We thought maybe you'd been, you know... I mean, not that that actually happened. Nobody here would want to, you know... But anyway, what were you doing? I didn't feel good, so I went straight to bed. I had no idea you guys even showed up. Why did you come to get me? Did something happen? Lots of stuff, actually. I'm not sure I can really explain.
That's right.
We all stayed up the whole night. I lost at rock, paper, scissors, so I had to come get breakfast for everyone.
Okay.
You got here just in time. Come on, help me carry it. Everyone's in the gym. Hurry up, I'll meet you there. Hey, why is everyone at the gym? Probably. Someone's gonna blame him for the murder. Someone got stabbed in the butt.
Huh? Oh, hey,
This is
Makoto.
worse than being late for your wedding, the birth of your son, and your own funeral. He's so stupid. So ungodly stupid. Oh my god. Hey, Brave Frontier. I'm glad I came to watch after you experienced the game. Now you know how to play it properly. I was just really jumping the gun that one time. You made us stay up all night while you slept like a baby in your bed? They formed a circle around something. As soon as I saw what that something was, what the? Before I could catch myself, I'd cried out. Spread out in front of them were the remains of Monokuma.
What are you doing?
What does it look like? We're dismantling it to see what makes it tick.
Dismantling? But I mean, that's Monokuma you're messing with, right?
What?
Yeah, that's right.
She's never even faced.
Yeah, hold on, guys. Hold on. Can I add image, browse, picture? Is it gonna play? No. Properties. It's not gonna play? Damn. I wanted to show you guys that. Damn. It was a really good GIF linked by someone earlier. I was totally gonna show that GIF. Someone say flying lawnmower. What are you guys doing? Explain. How can you say tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous? If you hadn't been sleeping in, you'd already know what was going on.
Hey, come on.
You Byakuya found this little fellow laying around when we tore it apart.
What?
Just before we went to bed last night, I came to the gym to try and talk to Monokuma. I wanted to see if he had any new information about Kyoko's disappearance, and I found him here just like normal. However, when I found him, he was no more than a regular toy. He didn't react, didn't say a word. He wasn't moving at all. I waited there until nighttime officially began, but still Monokuma laid there motionless. I gathered up everyone as quickly as possible so that they could take a look. Even then, he still didn't make a move, so I immediately initiated the disassembly process. It was Master's stroke of genius, a chance to find out what made Monokuma tick. One thing we discovered is he's quite the sophisticated machine. It's leagues beyond any normal remote control toy. There wasn't enough free time to invest in something like that anyways. Besides that, what I'm wondering is, why did he stop moving all of a sudden? Thought maybe he'd malfunction, but we didn't find any cause as we were taking him apart.
So, in other words...
Then maybe something happened to his puppeteer, the mastermind. Something unexpected. I can't imagine any other possibility. They were probably so scared of Master they ran away in terror.
Could it be...
Or maybe they got sick. Monokuma made his announcement this morning, right? Who was that, if not the mastermind? I'm sure that's a recording. It's set to a timer and plays as necessary. That's true. He says the exact same thing every day, right?
Hey.
I don't think now's a good time for light conversation. I just found a bomb.
Huh?
It's a bomb. There's a one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure.
What?
We need to get rid of it. Roger that. It appears the bomb has a motion sensor. Any sudden movements, it's sure to go off.
What?
Just a second.
Get it together. You're a man, aren't you? You're so not fine. You're all, ah. I probably should have mentioned the motion sensor's off right now. A BAM? Yes, it was a BAM. Hey, Risukasa. Like the world's most spineless worm of the century.
Don't be mean.
Century's just getting started. Don't call the race already. Just hurry up and put the bomb down. Hang on to it's not going to do anyone any good.
Well?
Everything's all good. Maybe we should put the bomb away from everybody? Just a thought. Was it really because... Oh, pardon me. Was it really because something had happened to the mastermind and they weren't expecting? But what could that have been when I thought about it? If you like Danganronpa, you should check out the Zero Escape series. That's what I've been told. That, 9 days, there's 999, Zero Escape, Last Virtue, I think was another one. Being attacked by that masked figure.
Just a second.
Makoto?
Hey.
Did you hear a thing we just said? That's a no. What are you, some kind of brain-dead farm animal? You're saying since we're done dismantling Monokuma, what should we do now? Well, we've decided to continue our offensive
It's all
assault.
clear now.
To try and uncover the mastermind's true identity. We're going to break into the headmaster's room.
Naturally.
Since the mastermind appears to have stopped all activity, now's our chance, wouldn't you agree? But if the mastermind comes back while we're in there...
What?
If you're scared, you're welcome to stay here by yourself. Or go live in the chicken coop with all the other chickens. You can be chicken number 6.
Such ignorance.
This is a battle, a fight to the death between us and the mastermind. You don't have time to deliberate.
But
I don't want to have to kill each other or anyone else, but we have a chance now.
Come on.
What are you going to do? Are you going to run away or are you going to fight?
It's all clear now.
We're going to break into the headmaster's room. Everything comes down to this moment. Anything can happen, so prepare yourselves. 9 days, 9 doors, 9 dongs. I'm not sure that's how that goes. More chicken mentions. I'll follow you anywhere, Master, to all the ends of the earth. You're weird. You're weird. Docker, if you can hear me, lend me your strength.
How about that?
I'm a man, and I can do this. I've got the will of the entire universe on my side. I apparently decided he was Hercule. We each found determination in our own ways, and when we were ready, we left the gym. Our target was the headmaster's room on the 4th floor of the school. Oh my god, why am I yawning? I slept really well last night too. I don't know why I'm yawning. Headmaster's room's at the end of the hall, right? It's locked, as expected.
What?
We're going to tear the door off the hinges. We've seen that the mastermind isn't watching us. Those don't matter anymore. If the mastermind did show up while we were in there...
So, in other words...
We'll just have to finish our business before that can happen.
Hey!
What?
We've come this far. We can't back down now. We agreed this is what we have to do, so we have to do it.
I mean...
What the heck?
We don't have any choice. We're desperate. Let's do it. Rip the door down.
Actually...
We need something sturdy of our own. The tool shed, the pickaxe.
I see.
That could very well be exactly what we need. Now then, Toko, what time is it? When we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot right now.
It's all clear now.
Go get the pickaxe and be here by 9:01.
What?
By myself?
Naturally.
You look... Surely you like to have your me time once in a while, right? If it's me and you time, Master, then yeah.
What?
You know how much time it took you to say that? 10 seconds. Take too long and I'll erase your existence from my consciousness. And with that, Toko ran off, loud as a herd of rabid elephants.
Hey.
Jesus Christ. We're serious though, are we just gonna knock the door down? No problem is solved by running away. Find your stones and be a man. Yeah, Owie. Find your balls.
If you spend all your time trying to
I know
avoid
he was talking
danger,
to
you'll never
Yasuhiro.
move
I don't
forward.
care. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey.
Am I wrong? Even if it's dangerous, we have to overcome the challenges in front of us. I'm still super stressed. I'm so tense I can hardly talk. I'm all flabbergasted.
What?
Baps up. All right. Bap sauce.
What?
Gross. Where'd that come from? Jill.
You called for me and so I appeared.
Hello, hello. It's the wondiferous, mondiferous, murdiferous fiend. Here to greet you with a razor-sharp smile.
Come on.
What about the pickaxe? Where is it? I was supposed to pick an axe? Seeping imbecile, the pickaxe. Oh, Master, you wound me with your executive-level barbs. Here comes the bloody nose.
Give it a rest.
Omega-3 fatty acids, that's what you need. Great for the old memory factory. Her memory doesn't
Not
carry over
possible.
when she switches.
Yes, yes.
The light bulb just went on. That's why I went to the garden, right? I was supposed to get the pickaxe. Solved one mystery. That means there's just one more mystery left.
Have you reached that certain age?
Now we just need to figure out the identity of Object X.
You've gotta be kidding.
I'm not missing out on life. In fact, I found one in the garden. Or...
You SOB!
corpse.
Yep.
I found a corpse in the garden.
What did you say?
Before we enter the headmaster's room, it appears we have something else to look into.
Come on.
The only person we don't have is Kyoko. Man, no, come on. Oh, it's Inkara. There was a knife buried in their stomach up to the hilt. Crazy Fangirl. Hey, Crazy Fangirl, how are you? Are they really dead? For sure, but who is it? Oh, they've got painted fingernails. 100-mile dash, pain of a junk food junkie? Just to make things clear, last night I was attacked by someone wearing a mask, and whoever that was, now they're... I don't know why, but now they're laying dead in front of me. There's a corpse hanging out here.
No way!
Is this really a dead body? However, be ever so careful. There's no telling what you might find. The white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body themselves. Well, those are definitely some slut boots. Genocide is the best. So either Kyoko or that guy she keeps mentioning. Maybe. So that's why she switched. She found a dead body, saw the blood, fainted. That purple blood, that pink blood. How did they wind up dead in here? Their heart isn't beating, they're not breathing. All signs of life has come to a complete stop. Thanks to the knife that's been driven into their stomach, their clothes are stained a bright red. Sure. It appears the bleeding has stopped, but the blood that's there is still wet. Be careful you don't touch it and get some on you. Who is it? Their face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue. Pretty sure it's a girl, at least.
Well...
I think I see the outline of her chest and just the general shape of the body.
Yes!
Let's just tear the mask clean
Come
off.
on.
By the time he called out, it was already too late. Toko's hand shot toward the mask, and in the next instant... there was a blinding light and a deafening roar. It blew up, 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 it blew up. My vision started to darken. I prepared to pass out.
Come on.
Then hurry up, put out the fire. Someone pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water. The upper half of the body was on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Yeah, I'm like about to fucking pass out and dump this water, please. Oh yeah, please. Not please. Just dump this out, ass. Jesus. Guess that took care of it. Exploded?
What did
I had
you
a bad
say?
feeling about that body. but I never imagined it'd explode, and now the body?
What?
It's burnt to a crisp. That's beyond well done, man. Don't compare it to a steak. I'll never be able to eat it again. But now that the body's charred, I really have no idea. Who isn't here right now?
What?
If we consider who's not here, that will quickly narrow down who it must be. It's Kyoko. And that dead body is Kyoko? No, that can't be right.
But
There is one other
In
person.
other words.
The mastermind.
what?
The
What the
mastermind?
heck?
There's no way. The mastermind got charboiled? Get serious. I agree. Normally the idea wouldn't be worth considering, but I have reason to believe it may be true. The mastermind being dead would explain the other matter, wouldn't it? Monokuma could hardly move around if its master is dead, right? Texan barbecue takes a dangerous cooking turn. The corpse is a girl, right? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, remember what Alter Ego said? Same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out, and according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now.
What the heck?
He said the mastermind is some middle-aged dude, right? With the corpse obviously isn't. And that would mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster. Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair? Mukuru Ikusaba, the 16th student at Hope's Peak.
What?
The other day, Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school.
What?
I think you'd better tell us everything you know. All Kyoko told me was...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
I mean... Kyoko took a bomb to the face. No one's worried. Not like Kyoko thinks Mikuru Ikusaba is the mastermind. The headmaster isn't the mastermind, I'm sure of that. I don't have any proof yet, but I have no doubt that I'm right.
I see.
There's another student here and it's female? That would match the body's characteristics. And that phrase, the ultimate despair, it sounds super mastermindy, doesn't it?
Could it be?
The mastermind is this girl Mukuro, and she's a student here and she's the ultimate despair? But if she's been hiding here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot, how'd she wind up burnt to a crisp?
What the heck?
None of this makes any sense to just suddenly show up and then die. I think we'd better take a closer look at the body. There may be some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is.
What?
Aren't we forgetting something? You know, Kyoko?
What?
She's totally got blown up! Forget about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. Oh. Oh, she survived. What just happened? Master?
Stop talking.
You declared for the whole world to hear that you would never again inhale a single molecule of oxygen. That I don't mind breathing in the carbon dioxide you exhale. That's enough for me to live.
What the heck?
I saw something out of the corner of my eye just for a second. It's a corpse, isn't it?
What the heck?
Which is it? Is it a dead body or not? It's a dead body. I'm not gonna look at it. I don't want to faint again. We don't want to look either, so I think it's best if you don't look. Everyone's dying. Why? Why is this happening? Right now, I have to focus on the body. Okay? Even the explosion was done perfectly, though. I gotta hand it to whoever did it. Is it wrong to admire that kind of skill? Yeah, actually. I had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. Regardless, I can't help but wonder who it was. Things are growing more interesting by the minute.
Could it be?
The mastermind just got Master Landmine? Oh my god, this game! Why is everything a joke?
How about that?
Since you have a sub button and a sponsor, can we call you the ultimate sellout? Sure. I sold out. I sold out hard. And I'm laughing about it too, which means I'm like an SNK boss. You know? Alright. Naifu. Alright. Mine. Body time. I should take a close look at the body one more time.
So,
Watch yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kyoko, after all. There's something next to the body. It's a key? What did you steal? I stole this. Key. Looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. The key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. It isn't anything like that. This key is...
What?
Did you find something? This was on the ground near the body. Never seen this key before. Oh yeah, I forgot. Something else. God damn it. I'm so not used to doing it yet. There we go. So even you don't know then. I'm going to give you a very important task.
I see.
That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked.
So in other words...
Biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, and the dorm rooms on the second floor. It's in your hands. Yeah, Nightbot. Yeah, where's Daybot? I want to know. I want to meet Daybot. So we want to try Biolab first, right? Let's give it a shot. The key isn't even close to fitting. That's incorrect. Okay, so... Try this room. It fits! We did it! I forgot to check the body before the key. Whoops. We can get into the data center now? Interesting. But why did the now deceased have that key on him? Suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. When you open that door, there's not gonna be another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto.
In other words...
In your hands. Means I trust you. An absolute lie, I'm just being used. Well, before... do that. Save. I also want to go up and try to actually examine the body before I go in there. Does that just sound like a good idea? If it'll even let me. Can I go up?
Oh.
Nope, they won't let me. Alright. Hey Sean, I made some fan art. Oh yeah? There, what's the Kappa face for? With a silent prayer, I slowly open the door. Okay, let's see this. Ultimate set. Wow, that looks like it took a whole 5 seconds. I'm impressed. Thank you. Took me 8 hours. Oh, well, I'm sorry. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. In a word, the room was strange. All the rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. Best fan art! Wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. The fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread.
What?
Look at all the monitors on the wall. They're showing. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered.
What?
It's the direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room. They're displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us.
It's all clear now.
This is the Mastermind's private room. So the Mastermind was here. Watching us. The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuru Ikusaba. She was the Mastermind. And the Mastermind is dead? Like, really, really dead? It would seem so.
What?
Too bad that they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because, I mean, that body. Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. So who was it?
But
If the Mastermind really is dead, then that means we can finally get out of this hellhole. We gotta hurry up and find the exit. Come on. We have to check this area thoroughly first. If the Mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the Mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. Target leaked the $50 price cut for PS4? I thought they were just giving out $50 gift cards if you bought one. I'm bothered by the fact the Mastermind was obviously murdered.
Naturally.
The state of the corpse makes it plain as day. There's absolutely no doubt. Mastermind was murdered. Why's it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have done it?
Such ignorance.
Exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the Mastermind.
I'm telling you!
Now do you understand, you useless insect? You're banned from talking to Master ever again. The room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the Mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Let us begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the Mastermind. There's a ridiculous number of monitors here. As long as I have this. Look at Master Go. It's like a feast for the eyes. How much is a monthly membership? What? No matter when, no matter where, surveillance cameras are following our every move. I mean, they're absolutely everywhere. How many cameras does this place have anyways? Door's kind of creepy, and it's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? Nope, no good. It won't even fit in the keyhole.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. The despair is coming soon. His name is the Spoiler Freak, and he said that. Why do I get that's actually that actually makes me think it's an actual spoiler, but then again, this whole game's about despair, so. At the same time, I don't know. They look like high-performance PCs, nothing like an ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're on, but they seem to be locked. Can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from? The mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network. Alter Ego.
What?
There's no point in thinking about it now. There's nothing showing up on this one. Next, isn't that a TV antenna?
How about that?
It is, just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Gotta have a little hope within oh my god. Green.
You know?
Saturday morning Hina's here. You're talking about me. We can watch TV. Let's do it. Come on, come on, come on. Let me work my magic and you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about?
You know?
Watch the chair.
Huh?
Good news for all you Saturday morning kiddies out there. I think I got the TV working.
What?
Oh, you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the outside world. And they were sitting here watching TV the whole time? They really thought they could get away with it?
Huh?
It's the feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring the room,
heck?
right?
Come on.
Huh?
Weird in every way possible, and you're super weird. TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how is it showing the camera feed?
Well...
Try changing the channel? On every channel, it was just us. It was a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
Is it broken or something?
Could it be?
No, there must be some kind of trick to it, some weird setup. Oh, we're in trouble.
Actually...
Not sure, but...
What?
Been a while, you friggin' bastards. You're supposed to be dead. Me? Dead? Don't be freaking stupid.
What?
You're acting kinda strange. Something seems different.
Of course.
Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. It's been like half a day at most. How are you alive again? The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's all that I wanted to see, the moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. And that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now.
Well now.
And that's that. Well, it's almost time to cut off your past, so full of hope and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want all of you to have way more fun in this killing game. You have to keep going.
Let me out of here!
We were supposed to get out of here. Are you still obsessed with getting out of here?
Unbelievable.
How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides, this life isn't all bad, you know? I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you are. This place is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair?
Well now.
I'm pooped from all the laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now.
Hey,
You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed, that TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
What the heck?
But I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing the surveillance feed? Look how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. What did Spoiler Freak do? Was that like... Stop spamming symbols. What, did Nightbot just catch it? I can turn the symbol spam off. If it's catching people for doing stupid shit, like, well, not doing stupid shit, but if it's like timing people out for no good reason, I can turn off the symbol spam right now. The thing that times people out for that. That TV is absolutely without a doubt displaying the signal coming in on the antenna.
Huh?
What does that mean?
What the heck?
But it's just us standing here.
Unbelievable.
Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you.
Chills,
Killing Game is being
chills.
broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV.
Extreme.
The Killing Game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing. Okay, it's the same thing. Even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning. Hey, Suzuki. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow?
Oh,
The camera feed is being broadcast? No way, that's impossible. That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system, you know that? Hijacking the airwaves is easy mode.
Of course.
I heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has a meaning, you know. All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries. Even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without reason? It was all for my captive audience, to show them true despair like they'd never seen it before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment.
What are you saying?
If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. There's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us.
actually,
What if they already did?
yes indeed.
But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who could actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know what personally, though, so whatever.
This can't be.
This is the only thing on TV. But to take control of all communications like that, you'd need to have an astronomical amount of resources. So how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember?
Of course.
There's a little business of... God, we gotta investigate. Man, We gotta investigate somebody when we can't even see their face because Jill decided it would be a good idea to cut off a mask and set off a bomb and...
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you
Hey
may
guys,
use
be nice to
however
each other
you
in chat.
like, the class trial will begin.
Everybody relax, everybody chill. Now I have to work out a barbecue murder. Yeah, no shit.
It's the Monokuma File! Heart-pounding excitement!
Oh, God, my back is killing me today. I'm sorry I keep, like, adjusting how I'm sitting. I'm drinking nothing. My blue screen is eating my drink. Really? Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh my God, that's amazing. This is, well, here. I'll show you what I'm drinking. Filters. Okay. It is blue drink. But my green screen decides to eat it. I don't know why. But that is amazing. It's vodka! No, it's not. Things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride.
I can't wait!
And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible, the truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. Someone swapped your Gatorade with poison. I'm gonna die now. It's all your fault, chat. You did this to me. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think it took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment? And how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
Thought that finally we could get out of here. Plus, what did he say about a class trial? Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is that at this point, we have to figure out who the culprit is, and figured out who killed Kyoko.
What the heck?
I thought Mukuru was the one who died. Victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. If Monokuma is still alive and active, that means the mastermind, Mukuru Ikusaba, isn't dead. So naturally, that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. The body is Kyoko's? It's not possible, because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. Have it end like this. I refuse to believe
Quiet.
it. Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. We'd better begin. If we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer...
That's right.
It must be someone participating in our school life. So you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? That's not precisely what I'm saying, no.
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There is a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have in this. That is how the game works, after all. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The unidentified body, could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself, no matter what. I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime. Back to the garden! Need to check anywhere that may be important from one end to the other. Just need to do what I always do. They're all birds, so I can't really be sure. I feel like I've seen something like it before, but where? Was it there? They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively could not be changed. If the sprinklers turn on 7:30, if the body was here before then, the sprinklers would have gotten it wet, which would mean the murder must have taken place after 7:30. There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this... Must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. This knife, it looks really familiar. Is this... knife that person was holding? It's getting really weird. There are too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. That same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found here. One thing I'm noticing is that in that cutscene where it shows the guy standing in Makoto's bed, there's no red fingernails. And then when it cuts here, there's red fingernails. When attacked, I was kind of in a trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife, and then... This really is Kyoko. I mean, Kyoko is the one that attacked me, but why the mask? I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way! If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. These are fake nails and they're really long. It seemed like they get in the way for normal activity. Yeah, it's definitely not Kyoko. She always wore gloves. Didn't wear long-ass fake fingernails in that. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like a picture of a dog or something. Never seen anything like it before. There we go. Okay. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Top half of the body is wet. Because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. Be right back, gotta feed the kitty. Alrighty. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. Only one little piece left. Lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. If the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? Nightbot missed that. Orkana, you're faster than Nightbot. You've developed the lightning fast reflexes. Is this a tarp? The top is wet and covered with mud and grime, but the underside is totally clean and completely dry. One side of that tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. There's a missing chicken.
Yo!
Remember how many chickens were in there? Of course, there were precisely 5.
Huh?
What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short.
But...
I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then.
What?
What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy!
Like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. The chicken did it. Oh. Okay. Did I check the shed thoroughly? Pretty sure I did. I checked the tarp. Flower pots have nothing to do with the case. Yeah. Wanted to talk to you. I did check the pickaxe. That was the first thing I checked when I walked into it the first time.
So in other words...
I'd like to hear your alibi.
In other words...
Love to hear where you were after bedtime began last night. Well, I was so sick, so I slept the whole night. Why are you asking about that now, and what's nighttime got to do with it? The murder took place after nighttime. It was just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words...
Murder could have only taken place at some point during nighttime after I left the garden. No. Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. We immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them after I found Hiro in the garden. At that point, we all went into the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As the precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko.
That's right.
If the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi.
What?
Telling the truth, I was in my room. I was dead asleep. I had a fever. Seem to be at quite a disadvantage here.
You're serious?
When the body was found. It was 9 o'clock. It was 9 o'clock when they found the body.
You know?
Body was found at 9 a.m. So we know that it was after 7:30, but before 9. That's when the death happened. That's when the murder-death kill happened. Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Okay. Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked before it blew up? It was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. It's not wearing the coat. It's draped over it. The hand's not in the sleeve. Okay. The wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on this body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting it all bloody. But for how much blood there was on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
That was a big help, but now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better too, so thank you too. But the arm was sticking out, exactly. That fragment. Where was that fragment from? It was red.
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room.
What?
Find me again later and we'll see. Depending on my mood, I may go with you or I may not. Stop saying that one area! Oh my god! If I noticed anything else about the body, that the white jacket was draped over it. I noticed it had red fingernails, which I don't think Kyoko had, because she always wore gloves. So I don't actually know, but I wouldn't think long-ass fake fingernails like that would work with gloves. I noticed the boots, but I don't know what kind of boots Kyoko wore. Data center, chem lab, office, headmaster. Kyoko didn't, like, I don't know. Kyoko always, Kyoko always has gloves on. So I don't know if she had red fingernails or not. I actually have no idea where to go. Because I know there was a red thing on the ground that I needed to check out, but I don't know where that was to. Aha. Aha. Aha.
You know?
It's a bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. Nightbot isn't working? Like, the ones that are getting timed out, I did not... Oh my god. Symbol timeout is enabled. Like, what are they linking? Is it a bit.ly link? Because it should be shutting that down. Welcome back, Rosa. Yeah, like, I have simple timeout set, so I'm sorry. Like, if you guys can tell me what they're linking, like, if it's a bit.ly link, it should be getting caught by the spam. But I don't have link protection set up because otherwise, anyone who linked something would get timed out. I don't want that to happen. Because, like, NJS would be getting timed out every 5 seconds. See, Rare.
Let's go.
Like, the next spam bot that comes in, copy the link before you delete it, and if you can, whisper it to me. Like, I need the exact link, so I can set that link and any others like it to be deleted. Like I said, it's FB102. Like, is it FB102.com, .tv, .org, .net, you know, I need the exact thing. Okay. Alright, then let me throw that into Nightbot real quick. Thank you, Workana. Alright, I have it in there now. So, save changes. Alright, so they should get caught from now on. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, Trolling Baguette.
What?
What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. Lockers are those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. Oh yeah! Oh, So we need to go up to that area with
It's certainly
the
possible.
trees. Pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to.
It's
Okay, so now we need to go to the dojo. Yep, I gotta leave them.
such ignorance.
Or look around a little more. Do I need to talk to him?
What? Come on.
That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here? When I'm poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here.
It's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. Is someone a huge Danganronpa fan here, or is it only because of hope? What do you mean? Yoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it.
Interesting.
Under the
What?
sheets. Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets, found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class 78 student registry, Bukuru Ikusaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Probably the other thing Kyoko... You're annoying. Fine, I'll tell you. It was a key and a blank. That's it. This must be the blank. That a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Made an effort to pull myself together and then looked down at the profile sheet. Female, the ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Given that the Danganronpa streams are bringing in more viewers than usual, you'd hazard a guess saying that they're Danganronpa fans here? Yeah, I would venture the guess. Or maybe it's because I finally started, I've started streaming daily for long periods of time. Like, we've been going for about 5 hours a day. Never seen any other live of me except Danganronpa? Oh. Well, hopefully you stick around, man. We tend to stick with RPGs. But a buddy of mine bought me this game, saying that I would enjoy it, so I thought I'd give it a shot. And he was very much right. Like, one's fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two worlds. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things as just an ordinary person, and then I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this.
Naturally.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. Within chaos guns. We tend to stick to RPGs. Not anymore.
Found it!
I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero. It's you.
What?
What have you got in your pretty little hand there? Found her profile? So what if we did?
Hey!
Don't freak out on me. I'm not going to hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know. He found Hope Within Chaos when he was modding for another person's chat. Oh! Who was it? I mod for Bro Jared. I mod for N Shadow, Jeff Hinla, and a couple of my friends.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. You're saying you have to follow your own rules as well.
Of course!
I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is now, can I? Botting? Who does that on Twitch? I know, right? On the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? About the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hallway back then, there were 15 people, right? I'm just looking to see if I notice anyone missing. But I don't. First meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding.
in other words...
There aren't actually 15.
Yes, indeed!
Total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
Probably Pro Jared, he's the only name I recognize.
The one they call the ultimate despair.
Jared's a really good guy.
Watch out for her.
I missed them all, even the douchebags. I know, like, so far everyone who's killed somebody, except for Celeste, it's kind of like had their own reason behind it. Can't speak for the motivation of others, but I came for the Persona 4 streams instead when I found out it was mainly RPGs streaming and the like. I like those.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, a lot of people do, like, CSGO and MOBAs. Like, I'll play Smite on here occasionally.
Huh?
But I tend to stick with RPGs and just games that have a lot of story involved. Like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings, and since we've got so many viewers now, I want to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know.
Yes, indeed.
Makes sense?
Well now.
Well, now, that's all you get for now. Actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri. So I'm gonna share a little secret.
Hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars she doesn't want anyone to see. That's all you get. The tattoo, Fenrir, right? Like, am I crazy? That's what that was, right? It was that like a? It was like a dog, right? And like, if we're talking Fenrir, it must be. Maybe it was a tattoo to mark. Maybe that really was Mukuru Ikusaba. Because if she was in Fenrir, mercenary groups would probably have some sort of way of marking their body in some way so that they can just identify each other, right? There's a tattoo on the hand. There were scrapes and cuts, but it said they were like just a couple of days old. Not like scars, right? So it's not Kyoko.
What? Such
that doesn't...
ignorance.
You could still see some of the hair, and it looked like long white-ish. I'm so confused right now.
That's right.
This is Byakuya Togami. Hifumi Yamada was the big fat dude who made Dojinshi. Needs to make our investigation fair. That's why he revealed that there was a 16th student. So Mukuru is definitely related to the case. She's a student. She killed someone that would make her part of the killing game. Hey, Replica. Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began. Based on what Monokuma told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuru Ikusaba isn't the culprit. We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us?
So, in other words...
Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense than to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. They want us to suspect them and come to the wrong conclusion. I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there's other places that in need of investigation.
Let's go.
I'm doing alright, Replica. How are you, man? Yeah, we found a dead body that exploded before we could identify who it was. Alright, let's think a minute. Dog tattoo. Fenrir mercenary group. We know that there were red nails. We know that, at least to me, it looked like the hair was like whitish. Like kind of long-haired and white, like it was kind of burnt up, but there was a section that wasn't. There was... knife through the stomach. Blood was still wet. It pierced all the way through the body. Oh, we didn't check to see if there was blood under the body. We're calling the victim Sin Cara because they actually had a lucha mask on when we found them.
I see.
You see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
The only one that doesn't have a key in it right now. You understand what that means, right? We'll probably use the key we found in the locker. Yeah, let's just try it. There are arrows in here. 10 arrows in total. Titanium arrows, which means they look quite strong despite how thin they are. Without a bow, there's nothing but strong little sticks. Wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for.
I see.
Who do you think murdered them? I don't know. I'm thinking Kyoko did it.
Very strange.
The locker was hiding items that are clearly related to the case. But how did they get to the lock? How did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room? Or perhaps... Get it. We need to continue on to the next location.
What?
We need to do some research on Fenrir. We need to go to the library. The archive, specifically.
Let's go.
Like, I'm actually stumped right now. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere in here. Sin Cara means without a face, which is a bit literal now. Yeah.
I see.
How did you make it all the way through high school without learning a single word of French? Pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay the debt 100 times over. Togumi is super motivated to solve the case, and he's dragging Makoto from room to room. Yeah, he's like in the second case, but like, I'm not sure he's trying to hide something this time. Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Like military contractors, they're a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Some, however, believe that there was mounting internal tension within the group and they simply imploded. Hey, the bot got him!
What?
Well, it just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. This is our reality, the only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here, an unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting, not the word I would use. See, I fixed him. Yep, we made him better, stronger, faster. Maybe your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. The report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? The Wolf of Ragnarok. You'd like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad gets a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. Alright, so that was definitely Mukuro then. That dead body is Mukuro. See you when you get back, Wakana. Alright.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us, organisms, the earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
The time has come. All we can now do is try to uncover the truth during the class trial. Alright, let's save. Yakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together, just the two of you?
Hey.
Are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself? Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen, then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
Could it be...
What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or...?
What?
I scare you. I demand an explanation. Why do you waste my time and make me wait like that? Got it all backwards. You're the one making me wait.
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? We all agree it's a violation. I'll arrange a punishment right now. Me you're waiting for, I'm here.
Hey.
I'm here and no rule's been broken. You want to fight? Do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right?
What?
Jesus! Don't pull the lever! Athos, don't do it. It's not okay.
Is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? So spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. I'll make sure you're sorry later. Hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you.
Indeed.
That's not necessarily a good thing. Now we've got to deal with a ghost!
Let's go.
Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial.
But...
Talkies. Talkies, please. Where have you been? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you?
Correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms.
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. And when did you find out? Just now. I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. I took some time to go over the crime scene first. Can't go to a trial completely uninformed, right?
However...
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. We're on the second floor of the dorms, and that's what the key you found goes
Wrong.
to?
In other words...
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school.
Just a second!
Hurry up before we get in trouble.
Makoto.
Okay.
It would seem...
This is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. Class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would it be a crucial moment for her? Alright. The clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. This trial isn't quite like the others. Pay close attention. Okay. A brief reminder, everybody. We do have a sub button now, as I have put on the bottom of the video. We have a goal for 25 subs. We're at 14 right now, thanks to 4 people being absolutely awesome yesterday. So if we can get a couple today, that would help us work towards 25. Hoping to get there for new emotes. I can work with an artist to try and get some new emotes. When the 25 happens, we get 2 more emo slots. And from there, we'd move on towards 50, and then wherever we go from there. Yeah, those colors hurt my eyes. Time for pointless jokes and jabs is past. Let's get on with the show! The curtain opened for the 5th time. Deadly judgment, deception, betrayal, riddle, defense, faith. A deadly class trial. Time to save. We'll give that its own data.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost!
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology!
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
Kyoko is that proves the body doesn't belong to her. Kyoko's gloves.
I got it! I'm talking
Robot
about her
ghost.
gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
New PC is being set up. Nice.
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
No way the corpse was Kyoko, but if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move forward. So I don't have any choice but to... Okay.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
No, that's wrong.
Got it.
No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim?
I can't believe we
First,
had to
we need to
prove
figure
someone who's
that
standing
out.
right there wasn't dead.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
I get the feeling it's gonna have something to do with the
is still
tattoo.
alive. Then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was beyond recognition,
Wait, I'm gonna wait for it all.
and there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body...
No,
Ah,
that's wrong.
patience. 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 Patience pays.
There was
This is the same
one
game
clue
that
left
you had the
behind that
sad
we
for a
can use to
computer dying.
identify the
Hey,
body.
crazy.
What? For real? If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and
Something was upstairs
unusual
today.
death.
You're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Oh, an unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Oh my goodness.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
A guy who's dressed as a girl make a computer AI based on his or her personality who could be his best friend. Yeah, Kennel, it's complicated.
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
The identity of the victim is hidden within the tattoo.
Oh, really?
Apparently ribs are being made upstairs, so that's like the hypest thing in the fucking world. So if we compare Fenrir thing to... Do we have a... Oh, just the profile. Okay.
I got it!
I was looking for info of
Fenrir
like...
Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
I was looking for like maybe there was like a stored thing from the info that we read in the archive, but there wasn't one.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is... Wolf.
Now I understand. The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast.
No stutters.
He's the child
Aw.
of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
Sure, Warkana. Go ahead.
A wolf tattoo. And that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once
Also an
belonged to
annoying
Fenrir.
assassin in Smite. Exactly.
So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a clue-last trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
Pick carefully when the time comes, you'll know what I mean. Okay.
So that means... Kyoko?
And who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character, which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely
Welcome back,
ignore
Green.
all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, the reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Nope! There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can
Are these
confirm...
deaths throughout the game connected in some way? Kind of. The murders are happening because people are trying to graduate. That's the only way to actually get out of the school. So these deaths are happening because people don't want to be trapped here anymore. And because they die is why you investigate, it's why you have a class trial, and if you pick the wrong person, that person graduates. And everyone else dies.
That at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Exactly so.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at, well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found
Shaggy
the body.
would never kill anyone despite his Scoopy snack addiction. You never know, man.
Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
Time to drink my nothing drink. Still can't believe it. Like, it kind of? Oh. Oh, it's totally green screened. That's fun. Like, I want to mess with that. When was the body discovered?
I
9.
got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Now then, Toko, what time is it? When we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was, oh yeah, right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Murder happened between 10 and 9. I don't have an alibi from 10 to 7:30. Sprinklers! Sprinklers! Sprinklers go off at 7:30. That means the body had to be there after 7:30, which gives me an alibi. Aha! Sprinklers is one of the things.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time. We've
Do I
established
have to
a
use
time frame
sprinklers
for the
on
murder.
7:30?
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
I have to use it on 10.
it's wrong.
Ahaha! Hey, Brandon.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
Murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place
What
way
makes
later.
you say that?
Way later.
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words?
Whoa! Whoa! Okay.
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Man, you're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you better tell us why!
It was wet when she looked at it because we had to toss fucking water on it because it was on fire.
I admit nothing. I hate you. I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. How can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
This should prove it.
We did it.
Just remember
did it.
what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry.
Yeah, Toko logic jumps are just fucking strange. Like, she goes 0 to 60
If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body
faster
have
than
been
anybody
wet?
I've seen.
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Oh.
You want to subscribe?
Really didn't do it.
That would be the best. I would love a subscriber.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body
I'm
wet,
sorry, Workout. I'm just
then
teasing
the
you.
murder must have taken place
Then the murder must have taken
sometime
place.
after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
New reaction image. Mouth down south. That's such... Mouth down south. Who says that?
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
That's pretty good, NJS. Kyoko's the only one without an alibi, which would mean that Makuro's killer is... Kyoko murdered someone?
I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me, and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen.
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
This game has given us great gifts. Yes, pizza shit and mouth down south.
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial. Something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a
Oh yeah,
motive
and Fap Sauce.
and no alibi.
That's right,
well,
Fap
then
Sauce happened.
I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Art. Tape, the tarp. There we go.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp,
That's
aren't
spam.
you?
Get him, Nightbot.
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Why would she want to make me look like the killer? Can't think about that right now. That tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body...
Wait. Something's not right.
And what might that be? By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
No, that's wrong.
There we go. Yeah, I don't think I can set Nightbot to actually ban somebody.
One side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage? What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office.
That's true.
That's what Hifumi did, right?
No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
The chickens!
I got it!
Oh, poor
Could it
chicken.
have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
God damn it, Hina.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so.
Nope. It was draped over it.
Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off. But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body. The coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe. but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded,
was the one they
right?
gave to Makoto.
According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Oh no. Can't let Toko keep it. So they gave it to Makoto. Wait.
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Did Kyoko do something? Like, she said she had Monokuma's tool to open any lock. Did she go into his room? Take the knife?
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just...
Suspicious! Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body. It's the same one! It really is, isn't it? If he did have that knife, that seals it!
Just because I had the knife, that automatically makes me...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. You took that knife of yours and
Killed her with a horrible man.
Oh, that was the right one. Okay, I was thinking there was another one that I was gonna use it on.
The knife we found lodged in the bed. It's the same one! It really is, isn't it? If he did have that knife, that seals it!
Just because I had the knife, that automatically makes me the killer.
well, getting stabbed is what killed.
No, that's wrong!
Here we go. See, I'm actually thinking through things.
Wait,
I'm not rushing
hold on.
into it like I was that
The
one
stab
time.
wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it. In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, The knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body.
Using the old noodle, yeah.
Meaning, if she wasn't
Exactly,
stabbed
James,
until the
if-
coat was put on,
they
she
were-
was already dead at that point.
If they were stabbed front to back, it would be a lake of blood, unless they were already dead.
Obviously, the stab wound isn't what killed her.
But even then, like, there would have been blood still would have leaked out if there was, even if it was just like a couple hours.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her,
So this
and
person
once
must have
to
been
cover
dead
it up.
for a long time. Because the alert only goes off when you discover the body. If no one ever knew... Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. I was... shit.
Shoot! I got it!
Monokuma file.
The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
And the knife
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer.
That's right, there was blunt
Probably
force
stabbed
trauma
her
in the
to draw
Monokuma
attention
file. That's
away
right.
From what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kinda goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like...
If
There was
you
a
bothered
Monokuma
to
bomb
put that
there.
lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
The bomb was gone in the gym, right?
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an
That had been
atomic-level
deactivated.
spontaneous combustion.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
I got it! After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural. Because, of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Very interesting. I'm sorry I'm not talking very much. I'm thinking, no?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless. Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
No, that's wrong.
Shoot!
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right?
It's unclear. That's gotta be it. There was evidence.
Let's see what it says at the end.
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Then, shall we continue
So
the
it
debate?
has to be, I have to take something from
The
this.
victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
So I should probably shoot this through the...
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be...
There we go.
That's wrong.
There we go. Patience. Patience wins.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe!
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground and spit on it.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
Are they flirting?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, man.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
Really?
Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed him. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Arrow? That's That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of...
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no
I guess that
right.
was the only thing that could even be considered a weapon. Like, everything else we'd already used.
I'm not backtalking
So it had to have been
anything.
those anyways.
I'm just saying what I think.
It was made of titanium.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to Master. You have no right!
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Maybe?
No, that's wrong.
Alright, okay, I'm interested. How? Did they tape it up and use it as a
You're
weapon?
right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape.
Did they tape them together?
The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together.
Gotcha.
Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe.
We got it. Alright.
And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker, it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
Oh.
Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to. The death of us all, remember?
Of course I...
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves
That would be
Kyoko
the
went
lock
to
to
the dojo.
the door. Woodblock key.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is... right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, it's not that I want to defend her. There's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
She knew I was being attacked.
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know? Those words you just spoke, what do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Those words you just spoke, what do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone.
Okay, I know what. I don't know what. I feel like I need to grab the memory.
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key
In my own room, correct?
Like, I know what I need to say. Fuck. Fuck.
Shoot.
Fuck. 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 I don't know how to say it with the game.
Those words you just spoke.
What do you exactly what I said? I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Those words you just
spoke. Exactly what I'm not the killer. You should
understand
that more.
Byakuya,
What do you, Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Shoot!
Those words you just spoke.
Exactly what I'm not the killer. You should understand that. Byakuya, Master would never hide. There's proof that you aren't. Is that what you're saying? You stated a theory. You said I hid the evidence and then left
the locker key
in my own room.
correct? But could I
really have done that?
Alright, I got it.
Those words you just
spoke. Exactly what I'm not the killer. You should understand.
Byakuya,
what is Master would
never hide something from me!
There's proof that you
aren't the culprit.
No,
Got it.
that's wrong.
I got it.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Huh? Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant. And if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself. Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Wait a minute, no, she has Monokuma's thing.
Then you're finally starting to...
You vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. I do. The victim was Mukuro and Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. The only one who can expose it, but who can trust? Spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. I think I see what you guys mean now. By choose carefully at a certain point. I can get a bad ending here, can I? If I pursue the... I would have to do... If I get the bad ending and we see the bad ending, I would have to do this entire thing again. If we pursue the lie, it'll expose Kyoko's lie to everybody, and it'll make her seem guilty. If we let it go, it makes Byakuya look guilty, which is wrong and we'll all die. We're running. Okay, well we can't. Alright. We're gonna let it go. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here. Something that has to do with the Mastermind's trap.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What?
Did I goof? Did I goof? I fucked up. I fucked up.
Had to be Mako.
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second.
Oh
You've
man,
got it all
I
wrong.
goofed. Oh my god, I goofed. Okay.
Let's think
Well,
about it
bad
one
ending
more time.
time.
There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
Oh my god, I feel like I fucked up, guys.
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
Now,
I didn't fuck up.
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on!
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I fucked up. I fucked up big.
Sorry.
Didn't
Yes,
do it.
indeed.
Good
Yep.
job. They got it right. It's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense. It makes perfect sense. The same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way.
Chills! Kills!
Time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. But why am I being framed?
I don't
Kyoko?
expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
The ultimate lucky student, is it gonna break? Please break. Please break. Please break. Alter ego saved my ass.
Um.
Had to be.
This is.
Alter ego. So Alter Ego... Did Alter Ego make a copy of itself on the school's network? Some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell, I don't believe this! It seems you finally made a miscalculation.
What the heck?
In other words,
What I'm saying is you shouldn't have underestimated us. Or are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. Stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get him to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. Waste away in a garbage-strewn pit. Away. That's an even better punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the world. The hell is going on?
calm down.
We're not the ones being trapped this time.
In other words,
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
so
You will understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. Okay. It's like the school stands in the center of the entire world. Brings in top students from every field imaginable. A government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. Hope's Peak, yes, from the very beginning of the game. Standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. Woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. Wouldn't be weird for me to zonk out in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? I wasn't in any classroom I had ever been in before. You'll go grab a bite and enjoy. See you, Rosa. Thanks for stopping by. Reminder, if you guys feel so inclined, if you're new to the stream or you haven't already, hit that follow button. And we also have a sub button now. As you can see at the bottom of the video, we have a sub goal of 25. We get 2 more emote slots when we get to 25 subs. And I would like to work with an artist to try and get those 2 new emotes, but we have to get there to 25 first. So you guys can handle $5 a month. I would greatly appreciate a sub if you can manage to. If you can manage it. If not, don't worry about it. Not a big deal. Just you guys being here is totally enough. Just a new thing we've got, so I feel like since I have a sub button now, I just kind of have to mention it every now and again, that's all. Yes, sell out. I'm gonna make a sellout command. I'll make a sellout command. Yeah, that'll totally be one of the 2 new emotes. I'll get someone to do a sellout emote. Was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. In a vast dark cavern and the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. Need one for the sponsor, though. Yeah, I definitely do. That's the rocket from earlier in the intro, yeah. Some kind of underground garbage pit. Heck of a situation. Was I going to be stuck here until I wasted away and died? Alter Ego saved me. And he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. But I can't give up now, for myself and for my friend. That's a rocket in a tank. This is a desk. Probably the one that fell down here with me. Plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. That's pointless too. Still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. It was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. All I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. What fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. Pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape.
Just a second. It smells awful.
42 viewers? Hey guys, how are you guys doing?
Indeed.
What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. Glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in your hair. Give her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. Still haven't given up, then. The fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Not much of a bad thing to be good at, so... Why'd you come to rescue me? To pay a debt. To atone.
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. Exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive.
It's true.
I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
words,
so that I can do what I came to this school to do. I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak for one very important reason.
Indeed.
Though recently I'd forgotten what it was. Isha?
Makoto.
You remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at this school? Talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted and woke up and I was trapped here. When I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect. Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember that my ultimate ability was. What would make you forget all that? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient.
Indeed.
I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. Why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans.
However...
It could also mean that somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did, and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance that the mastermind is actually one of us.
Correct.
Don't make too big a deal out of it, it's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it. It only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself. However, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
Hey.
Even now, I still trust you, you know. It's just I'm not used to relying on others. I know I've never asked for your help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. I think that's just her personality. Okay, we'll just talk to her again. What if she's the ultimate despair? Oh. Were you able to remember anything? I think there's a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my ability. I'm the ultimate detective. I said that from the very beginning. So that was right.
Correct.
The reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy was someone I had to find here in the school.
So...
It was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. Because he's my father. Oh.
In other words...
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. That means the alter ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved.
Huh?
No matter what?
So,
Hey. I'm not gonna tell you that you were right at the start of the game. It's true. Like, I'm glad you didn't tell me. My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him.
However...
I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen before when I snuck into the headmaster's room.
So...
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been there.
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. I also found this in the headmaster's room. Map.
Indeed.
The layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time. And I figured the headmaster would have had some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would have likely held more clues, so I went to check. That's when I finally remembered. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room. Once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. Glad Monokuma isn't her father. He's not part bear, I don't think. The moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined.
So...
Just have the conversations, man!
However...
Oh, more of these. It has to do with Mukuro Ikusaba. To be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her, and I know it wasn't you either. Everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her?
Anyway...
She's half bear, that's why she wears the gloves. To hide the paws? What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed. She ate the pawpaw fruit? This is not One Piece.
Indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly because of the school regulations.
That's right. In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mikuru Ikusaba. There was a point where Mukuru may not have become the victim. Could have been you, Makoto.
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? So that was real. We don't know what happened during the Void Century. What? Footsteps of the God of Death. I can hear the God of Death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this.
Anyway,
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That wasn't the end of things. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
The murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to eliminate me. So this would all mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind.
Indeed.
Don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. But doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere.
Correct.
It's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction.
In other words,
The mastermind is the one who's been cornered.
Makoto.
I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person.
Indeed.
The ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused the event.
That's right.
Whatever happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
It would seem...
A despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Make no mistake, they're the root of all evil that has forced us to go through this. That is our real enemy. 100-mile dash pain of the junk food junkie. Completed. Still 6 surviving students. Okay guys, we've been streaming for about 4 hours, so I think, yeah, it's gonna give me a save here. I think I'm gonna take this time to call the stream for now, guys. Thank you all for coming. No subs today, which sucks, but you know what? That's perfectly fine. We have 14. We had 10 starting yesterday, and then we got 4 yesterday, so that was huge. Still working towards those 25 subs so that we can get those emote slots. Time to show off the bad end? No. This next chapter's the last? Okay. So, thank you guys for coming out. As always, hit the follow button on the stream if you haven't already. If you can handle $5 a month, please do consider subbing. You get cool emotes and it directly supports the stream. There's also some more buttons underneath. There's a Twitter button. There's some PC specs. A lot of cool stuff underneath. I'm going to ship you guys over to somebody that I think is pretty freaking neat. I just need to check who's streaming right now. Because I don't want you guys to have to just go and, you know, try and find someone else. But it appears there's no one. Damn it. If you guys like RPGs, I'm going to ship you guys over to Caleb Hart 42. He's doing Final Fantasy VII speedrun. If Twitch wants to fucking load today. So thank you guys, and go give this guy a shout out, man. Hope you all enjoy your Final Fantasy VII any % speedruns. You all have a good day. And thank you guys so much for coming.